Let it weep, sunshine. Well, I say sunshine, but you are not looking too rosy. Yeah, wrong place, wrong time, eh? Shame. Look at your scrum, how cute. Heavens above, look at those pearly eyes, how lovely. I will try not to damage them, but I can't promise anything once I let out of my anger against your perfect being. I may seem calm and docile right now, but underneath my stone-cold heart lays a fireball that's just begging me to let it burst like the gates of hell itself. Oh, who am I kidding? I don't normally catch someone so lively. I can read it in your eyes like it was merely an open book. You had dreams and hopes and aspiration in life, and I'm just here crushing it in front of you. It's rare to catch someone like that these days. Either you catch a middle-aged man who works on a construction site since 2003 and who was utterly crushed spiritually by the spouse or their boss, or you catch some 89-year-old housewife whose husband passed away 20 years ago and still can't accept the fact that the children don't want to see them. Your face is so soft. It would be such a waste to cut you up so early. I saw that. Fear. I could sense it in the air, but it was so vivid inside your eyes just then. It was cramped in there, right next to the purity of your soul. I never thought I would see such combination in all my days. I need to study you a little while longer, see what else I can sense out of you. Poor humans are so hard to come by these days. The last person I ever saw with such love for life in their eyes was my mother. You want to know what happened to her? You think I killed her, don't you? No, I would never have done such a vile thing. She loved life too much, and I wasn't as fucked in the head back then. I still believe a good life awaited me when I was keep working hard. Yeah, back when I was just like you, with dreams, hope, aspirations. I loved life. Can you believe it? I can't. What a fool I was. It was some foul man, the fat bastard drunk driver that killed her. People can be such complicated individuals. It's fascinating, really, the different factors that will lead to specific events. You start with the ancestor who lived a particular way, now passed down the way of life through generations, through different technological advances that led to the invention of cars, through all the events that made our specific families move around this particular area for them to meet under these particular circumstances. How much do you want to bet that this man's family tree spent a good few centuries in Ireland, huh? Your life. That's what you want to bet, huh? I'll admit the joke was funnier for me than it was for you, but if you weren't chuckled, you would be laughing pretty hard right now. I know you would. You strike me as the kind who like dark humors for every once in a while. And what about the factors that led to us meeting? Probably goes back centuries of itself. And even with more factors, since you have to add all the factors that led to that Irishman to T-bone my mother, because I wouldn't act the way I did if it weren't for that. Or would I? Is there a world where I'm normal, happy and chemical balanced person right now? Maybe we would be hanging out together at a mall or something, perhaps at a cafe or library. If I had met you when everything happened, I would have loved to know such poor, gentle person back then. I wouldn't have been left alone to cope with it all. It all seems so distant, but what if? And why do I sense such warmth about you? I hardly know you. Just give me a moment. I haven't felt anything since that day. I just feel emptiness and hatred. Hatred at the world, at everything that has a pulse, but the more I kill, the more I feel empty. It doesn't change a thing. It only makes it worse. Why do I feel different about you? Why is it that when I look into your eyes, it's like I have a third eye, and suddenly everything makes sense. It puts the entire world into perspective. It makes me feel like I could be made whole again. It's true. You look like an angel. That's it. Like an angel. I was looking for that word. I can't do this. Man, what have I done? What have I become? That's not who I want to be. That's not who I want to leave this world as a killer. Mother would turn over in her grave if she didn't already. There are so many beautiful things to be done, to be seen, to be experienced and felt, and here I am, giving up. Fate must be taunting me for sending you to me, showing me everything I could have. I threw it all away. I'm sorry. I know you won't forgive me for all the terrible things I have done, but there you go. You know, you're the only person I ever met that ever gave me hope over this world, so go, please, go and spread hope. Be good, be kind, and never stop. Don't abandon it like I did. Help others to be strong, help them see all the beautiful in the world. Go, please, I don't want to suffer anymore. Stop, I don't deserve it. Don't smile at me. Don't look at me, just go. You deserve to live and be happy, and I don't. This is the first time I ever helped anybody, and this feels good. Is this what love feels like? Or is it only friendship? I can't tell, but it's strong, very strong. You're gripping me so tightly. Why? I kidnapped you, almost killed you like I have done to like 5 other people, and yet you keep on showing me kindness. Perhaps are you desperately seeking companionship yourself? Is that the reason? How could such a kind soul be so lonely as to befriend a serial killer? So I'm assuming you won't be turning me to the cops. I promise I will never leave you. I belong to you from now on. You're my angel. I will do everything for you. I will die for you. But promise me you will help me get better. I want to be happy again. I want to be happy and normal like you. Maybe we could hang out tomorrow, if you can, of course. Maybe go to a cafe or library or just vibe somewhere. It would be really help to meditate my dark thoughts, to have someone to talk to instead of being alone for the entire day. What's your favorite book genre? Mine is romance, funnily enough. I know you couldn't have guessed, but it's what helped me through my rough times. It gives me a little bit of hope. It made me connect to interesting and lovable characters. They care about each other. I used to imagine myself being into the friend group and enjoying life with them. It appeased my mind while I was inside this world. But then, when I closed the book, I was reminded that I wouldn't ever know someone who cared half as much about me than these characters do about each other, and I just lost it. But then, today happened, and you reminded me of this character, and you reminded me that good, caring, and poor people exist. They're just so rare that you would think they are merely fiction. It's so easy to just take anybody off the street and dispose of them when they all look and act as though they were dead inside, like there's no soul behind their eyes. It only took me one person to show me the light. Sorry, I'm rambling, but I never really had anybody to open my chest, so... what were we talking about? Ah yes, favorite book genre. Tell me. You too? I love that one. Always blends well with romance. It's decided then. You and me at the library tomorrow. Let's say around 11 a.m. We could discuss some books. I really want to show you some of my favorites. Maybe we could go get dinner at the restaurant that's open not too far from there too. Oh, I'm so excited. I never did this with anybody before. This will be so fun, trust me. I would bring you now to be perfectly honest, but I have some introspection to do and medication to take. I stopped taking it when it got too painful to repress the bad thoughts, but with you, I could go through it.